and then it's on to Philadelphia. It's on to Philly as we bring in Mark Willard. Mark, what's happening, buddy?
Well, hello, sir. I was just thinking about it. You guys can be out there, so you got to do that silly wait all the way till 3 o'clock thing for the game. Gosh, and listening to you this morning, I don't know if you're going to make it.
I'll be all right.
I know.
I'll be all right.
It's not our first rodeo.
I know it's not.
Yeah,
I know it's not.
We'll be good.
I've been on this road before a few times.
I'm glad you all turned up.
I know the way.
I'm glad you're all turned up.
We're going to be all right. It's just an arrogance that just reeks. And the whole thing about don't wear your gear, you're going to die, get beat up.
You're going to die. One of their hosts said
now you're making it personal.
I mean, Mark.
It's a football game.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a football game. It's just funny to me. It's funny to me, like, because listen, I know this is it's a fine line to walk, but like I stand up in my living room for these games too.
Yeah.
But I don't have that in me where I'm like, somebody's coming to town and
I gotta punch him. I have to punch him.
I'm gonna beat him up because he grew up in Philly and roots for a different football team, and I'm gonna intimidate him, and that's gonna have an effect on the game.
Yes, exactly.
Like sure,
that'll
Philly,
make Brock fumble in the pocket.
You want to go to jail? Go to jail. You're not scary. We're not scared. Nobody's scared. No. I've been talking to you two about this all week. You're not scared. There's nothing to be scared about. You're going to go to a football game. It's the football game that all of us deserve.
Yes.
This is the game that we all deserve. Mm-hmm. And anybody on either side who's like, we're going to win by 40 is a ridiculous take.
Right?
This is a big adult football game. It's a big adult football game, and I would be shocked if this thing is not insanely tense with 6 minutes to go.
100%. And we all want that. Like, I know we all hate tense.
No, I'd take 40
games.
to 3.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
that
like
would be awesome.
When you're going
through it, close and tight.
Yeah.
Let's make it fun and
like
memorable.
that was last
exactly.
week. As tension and anxiety filled as that was, I live for that.
Yeah.
As a sports fan,
no
I
doubt.
live for those
You know what?
moments.
Absolutely.
With this team, I would love a 40-3 win to be a Philly. To watch those fans leave early and hit the exits, that would be sweet.
Well,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Nobody
That'd be
turns.
sweet.
Nobody turns on their own team like Philly fans.
That's true.
That's the other thing.
That's a good point.
Yeah, if you want to know what we actually think out here of you, Philly fan, it's not about an intimidation sensation. It's not about you creating the greatest home environment in sports. It's how funny you are when you get down.
Yes.
You get knocked down and you don't get up again. We are going to keep you down. Like, that's exactly what I bet you all have. You've heard Philly games where, I mean, week 1 of the season, they fall down by 14 points. They start chanting, let's go Sixers. Let's go Flyers, as if like season's over. Let's move on to the next team. So yeah, if the Niners can get 2-score lead first half, watch the demeanor of the whole. Watch the demeanor of the whole thing.
They'll be able to get a real up close and personal view. I'm excited for you guys getting ready to fly out tonight on a red eye, land in Philly, and represent the Niners. And I'm sure you'll be wearing your Niner gear around town on Saturday. You guys both have so much gear. Oh, yeah. Are you packing only Niner gear? Is there any garment that's not red and gold?
Adidas red sweatpants?
Yeah,
it counts. It counts.
I thought about. We may have to abort mission to the Sixers game, so I was going to wear Warriors gear there with a Niner hat, but it may mostly be Niners gear.
I think it's I'm in. Yeah. I've got a full suitcase filled of goodies from the archives.
Do you donate each item after you wear it? Because I feel like it is an unending supply of different items.
Not a lot of repeats from either one of these guys.
No, but here's what I do. I do give them out to people that don't have gear. So, like, for example, like my nieces, like I'll either buy them something specific for them, but like I have a collection of stuff that I'll pick up over the years, and some things I shed off. And what my theory is like if you give that to someone, now hopefully they become even more of a fan, right? Yeah. And I've watched all my nephews and nieces and people in my life when they get a piece of gear and then I see them wearing it later on. To me, that's like me bestowing my fandom onto them.
Absolutely.
And then taking the mantle from there. Does that make sense?
So you're the reason that 49er fans are traveling so much more now. It's you. You
I do
brought
the
them
same
on
thing
the
in
bus.
baseball with gloves. I give out a lot of gloves, right? And I'm like, take this glove. And if you have a glove that's been given to you from someone, like, I don't know, it just means something different.
Definitely. Yeah, no doubt. You know? My last glove that I had given to me was from a friend who's no longer with us. And that glove, even though it's not a great glove, it's the only glove I have. And it's a glove that I cherish because It has a story. It's got some mileage. It's got some lineage.
Exactly.
And you do the same thing with the gear, which makes perfect sense.
I love it, and it's fun, and I like sharing those experiences with people who have never. Like my niece had never been to a playoff game.
Yeah, wow.
And I'm seeing her the other day, and I'm like, "Did you have fun at the playoff?" She's like, it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was the most incredible thing ever. She's 19.
It's different.
All my friends have no idea what I experienced. And she had some guy behind swearing the whole game. You know, all the language, all this. She's like, I get all these experiences.
And how old is she, your niece?
She's 19.
Okay.
Never
So
been to
old
a
enough
Cowboy Niner
tolerate
game.
some cursing, yeah.
Yes, but like that's part of the experience.
Yeah.
When in '89, I was a kid. I remember Jose Uribe, and the Uribe chants. You remember specific things from your childhood,
which is wild because Cat hit 218 every year.
I'm like, why are we?
What are we chanting?
Number 23.
We're just trying to get him to make contact over here. Anyway,
God rest his soul.
No, exactly,
no
exactly
doubt.
right. No, playoff games. I wish that for everybody because they're obviously different just in terms of energy. But my favorite thing, and this is in any sport, is going to a playoff game and your team wins. The walk. Leaving a playoff game when your team has essentially just told you we're moving on. We get to do this again. Or if it's a baseball series, like we're one step closer to closing this thing out. Or if it's the Warriors, we're one step closer. Leaving a playoff game, that is an energy I wish for everybody. That's so fun.
It was fun in Dallas. It wasn't so fun in L.A.
Yeah.
Oh, L.A. was so sad.
Oh, shoot.
It can be tough when you're on the losing end, absolutely. But it was fun on Sunday, leaving Levi's, up until we all got in our cars. But the walk from Levi's out to the lot, just everyone singing and dancing, and you got street meat, and you've got people like slinging bootleg liquor and, cans of Bud Light for $8, and people are buying cocktails. And it's a lot of fun when you're leaving, especially at home in a victory.
Better markup. The sunflower seed guy who sells you sunflower seeds before you go into a Giants game, or the after beer guy at a 49er tailgate?
Oh, it's the after beer guy.
You think he's got the better markup?
Absolutely, especially because people who, and I don't know when they cut off sales at the Cowboys and Niners because I wasn't
late
imbibing.
Third quarter.
But this time I think they cut it off early.
Yeah, late,
because
like
things
middle
were,
to late third quarter.
Right. Normally it's the end of the third quarter.
Yes.
So people who were thirsty, they had gone a long time without having anything to drink.
Sunflower guy or woman. Because there's a woman sometimes too.
With the water bottle.
Lefty O'Doul Bridge.
Yes.
With the waters and the candies. She's consistent. She's been out there
forever.
Every
20
game
years.
forever. Give me the sunflower woman.
Bag.
Yeah, she got big bags.
The big bag.
Small bags, and they're cheap. So give me sunflower girl. She's legit. By the time we get out the stadium, beer guy, I'm ready to go home and wind down.
Right.
Are you doing the Warrior game tonight?
Absolutely.
And then going straight to the airport?
Absolutely. I live 5 minutes away from the airport.
He can only miss so many games.
Lord.
I mean, he's already missed a handful because of the Niners games. Yeah, exactly.
It's about 8. I get paid by the game too, so you let
don't
those
miss
stack
games.
up.
Seriously.
We got
Dylan like you got to work.
Hey, but look, it's a good distraction. Hopefully the Warriors win. I get home. I'm literally 5 minutes away from SFO, so it's perfect. Everything will be packed up. I'll switch out of the suit, get into some nice comfy clothes, and be ready to roll.
Deli Boy is coming to my house at 10:30. We're going to watch the end of his thing. The second he gets home, he's driving because my dad and brother worked the airport forever. Going to drive us over and right on in.
Nice little TSA pre-check.
Yeah, we did TSA pre-check.
Get in, get out.
Yeah. We're ready to go.
Perfect. Like when I went up to Seattle, literally when I left the house, I was in the air in 35 minutes because it's just TSA pre-check.
Yeah, boom.
Didn't have a bag.
Right to the gate.
Went straight to the gate. Boom. And I don't care about getting on the plane first. Everybody rushes to get on the plane first. I want to get on last, make sure nobody's walking by me and bumping into me and stuff
I've experienced that with you before. Yeah, I've watched you come to the plane last.
That was
all the way to the back.
The king is coming. We're rolling out the red carpet.
No, they sent the king. They sent the king to the engine. Literally the last row of the plane.
He walked the whole red carpet
I was
that
hot.
day.
But you know what? They made it up because I got a nice little voucher.
Yep.
And some other money, and a refund. So
you guys flying United or
we're doing Delta?
Okay.
Delta on the way there, American on the way
back. They
back.
actually asked us what kind of food we want. I did not order the quiche. I ordered the cheese charcuterie plate.
I haven't done
Shout
that
out Jim
yet.
Cosmo.
Ordered a charcuterie plate for the plane?
That's actually a safe bet because it all comes pre-wrapped. It's all pre-packaged.
It's all exactly. It's
I'm
like
not saying it's not safe. I'm surprised that's even offered.
Shut your yapper.
It's basically just a little snack plate. It's not like you're getting the full.
Shasky here, he's rolling in dough. He's flying first class.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
I
heard you say you found some upgrade deals.
I found an upgrade, but it's certainly not the first class Bonte's talking about.
It's not like the beds that lay out when you're flying to Europe or whatnot.
You guys
hold the plane up for Bonta like he's an Egyptian king.
Well, this is the one time where it pays to be, and you're probably like 5'10". I know you're a little taller than me. I'm 5'8", but these are the days where being 6'5" stinks.
100%.
So, of all the times there's a disadvantage to being shorter, and I have been my whole life, when it comes to flights, I see all you big fellas come in, and I just sit back and laugh.
And that's why ever since Anna said, babe, I never want to fly coach again after the Europe trip. And I said, babe, I'm with you. I'm willing to splurge a little extra to be comfortable because the flights to Boston, they were
I don't
rough,
care what anyone
man.
says.
That's tight, yeah.
It was him and Darrell Wright. I look over. We're on the late night flight going back to Boston. I look over. I'm like, the two of them.
There's so much leg going on.
Oh, my, I felt so bad because I'm cramped.
Darrell goes about 6'5", 6'6", right?
Darrell goes about 6'9".
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is he?
Yeah,
He's 6'7" plus. Oh, he's huge.
Damn.
And you're seeing what do you have? He had the door, the emergency door seat.
Yeah, the emergency.
But even then, I'm like,
God.
dude, imagine being his height and you're in this tiny little seat.
It's tough, yeah.
It is tough.
Tough. I feel for you. Not really. I mean, the other 99% of life, things pretty much go your way.
First world
You know,
problems.
Did you hear about what the Uber driver said that the night we were in Boston? These two guys were staying at the NBC hotel. I was staying at a different one. And so they get dropped off first. And the guy goes, so you're their agent?
And you're like, yeah.
Those are the NBA players. And you're their
You know
agent.
what Shasky did?
And I go, no,
he
no, no,
immediately
no.
pivoted.
The other guy never played a sport in his life.
The hater rate was out in full force. He couldn't let that one kid. He couldn't lie for the point. Like, he was a former point guard. Like, he would say, he never played. He does radio. And we happened to be staying. It was probably the worst media hotel in finals history. It was a rough one.
Yeah, well.
I'm not going to call it out. I'm not going to call out. We don't call out restaurants or hotels or anything on the show. We're not going to do that.
And I won't call out the name of the hotel where tried to send us in New Orleans. Yeah, the Bedbug Hotel. But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose when it comes to these hotels.
How's Miami's hotel, by the way, for Super Bowl 54?
We stayed in like a boutique little hotel. It was kind of a small little off the beaten path.
Nice.
And it's funny because I wake up day 3 and I've got this like bad rash on my arm, and I'm like, oh my God, bed bugs. It's bed bugs. And so I call downstairs. I'm like, can you at least come up and change my sheets? Blah, blah, blah. I start Googling it and this and that. Your boy got shingles. It wasn't bed bugs.
God,
Oh my God. Nah, whatever. It was I didn't have a major patch. It was just right here. And you realize when you get older, and Mark, you're coming up on 50, the countdown is on. T-minus 2 years.
That bust is
He just had a birthday.
Shaving.
He just turned 48. I'm trying to tell him.
I ain't been through enough this week.
Yeah, you're
fine.
48. Put some dirt on it. I was 48 back in 1948. But when you get to be 50, these things like shingles and stuff, they start to pop. It's like, damn. Hashtag old guy, you know?
I assume you
guy
then called the hotel front desk back and said, I apologize.
I absolutely did.
Yeah, good.
And I didn't like go down there in typical Dibley fashion and demand this and demand. I just said, hey, could you do me a favor and can I maybe get my sheets washed? Because I think there's something funky going on.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it. Did you guys listen to the crossover with us and the other guys or whatever?
A little bit of it. I didn't get all of it, but yes.
Okay, and
John
I know
Ritchie
part of it's shtick. I get it, but like...
Did you guys win?
We haven't lost.
Bonta says undefeated.
We never lost. We never lost. Let the folks say it.
They call us LeVar Ball. So they made it, and like they say it so flippantly. What Nick Sirianni is doing right now will be copycatted all around the league for the next 20 years. Like we do this. I know we do this. We do this in every sport.
Reminiscent of Bill Walsh.
What is it he's doing? Could they describe it?
Well, it's saying the run pass option and all of the different attacking edges.
We've seen it for 10 years in the league.
Yeah, who's not doing that?
Right.
I mean, like you have Jalen Hurts. The only thing
he's good.
The only thing DeCamera said that resonated because actually. Here's how I know you guys won. They spent the first 8 minutes just interviewing you.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a take. No. They finally got to a take, and DeCamera said, I believe that at 3:30 our time, we're going to be the conversation will be Jalen Hurts was the difference.
The better, yeah.
That's possible.
Okay.
That's possible.
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Right. But,
last month.
Yeah, but
right?
Like there are a lot of holes in that because that is a very simplistic theory. It's a very he is excellent, and he presents some of the things that have given the 49ers struggles in the past.
For sure.
The Niners aren't dumb. They know that. So they'll have a plan. We'll see if the plan works. Is he the most important player on the field Sunday? You could certainly make that case. But I just think, and we had Joy on yesterday. This was kind of birthed the same conversation. Well, my point is we're just – it's too simplistic to be like, well, they've got a good quarterback, so they win.
Well, Mark, I've asked this question all week. in all of Shanahan's playoff games, you can make the argument he had the inferior quarterback in all those playoff games. You can make that argument.
You can make the argument. I think we undersell Brock Purdy just because
it's not
of
Brock Purdy.
You know what I mean?
But the Jimmy stuff. You think of Jimmy
Sure.
last year, Dak, you would probably take Dak
Aaron
over Jimmy
Rodgers.
last year.
Like,
Aaron
that's not-
Rodgers, Matt Stafford. But what I'm saying is everybody makes it about the quarterback and how he's going to be the difference. You're not playing like Jalen Hurts and Brock are not playing against each other. You don't need Brock to beat Jalen Hurts.
Absolutely.
You just need your defense to be solid.
Yep.
You run the football, and it doesn't matter that Jalen is the quote-unquote better quarterback. It hasn't mattered in Shanahan's playoff career.
Look, he beat
Think about it, 2019.
And it hasn't mattered for the majority of these games that Brock Purdy started.
Jimmy
Brock
threw the
Purdy
ball.
hasn't had to be the best player on the field for them to win all these games in a row.
He beat a $45 million quarterback 5 days ago.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. He beat Tom Brady. He beat Tom Brady in his first ever start.
But even 2019, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
You
And
go
again,
up
we're
against
getting
Aaron
back
Rodgers,
to
threw the ball 8
him
times.
beating the other guy. He didn't beat Tom Brady. The Niner defense
His
took Tom Brady's soul.
and that's the point.
And
His
this
quarterback
is-
team
yeah.
beat the other quarterback team.
Right.
So that's all
Right.
I'm saying. It doesn't mean that won't be the case,
Yeah.
but it's a simplistic thought to me to just be like, we've got Jalen Hurts, so we win. Like, they are spending every waking hour coming up with so many complex scenarios and plans. I mean, you could fire right back and be like, look, what's the 49ers offense favorite area of the field?
Middle of the field.
Middle of the field, and how far down from the line of scrimmage?
4 yards.
Right, from 4 to 15
Yeah,
yards. That's where
exactly.
Kittle and Debo and Ayuk
The
live, right?
majority of their work is done there.
What's the weakness of the Eagles' defense?
Right there in the middle of the
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
So, like, I believe that's what we're going to be talking about at 3:30.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
I think it's going to be a really close one. And I look at the Niners defense. They've somehow, some way found a way to generate turnovers. And there's like, if they win the turnover battle, they will win the game. But
Thank
they're
you.
15-0 when they do that.
Right.
Like, it's very simple to me. Like, they have to find a way to create turnovers in this game.
That's usually the number one indicator
Exactly.
in results. I do go back to the 82 NFC Championship game where the Niners were -3. They turned it over 6 times. Dallas turned it over 3 times. So, and I know that's a different era, but
I know.
the turnover thing doesn't always indicate. But the Niners, when they don't turn it over twice, they don't lose. And when they win the turnover battle, they're undefeated. So all those things are as true can be.
What do you guys got coming up here? What special guest?
We got all kinds of stuff. First of all, I always say on a day like today, we want the first guest to be everybody who's listening. But Ike Reese is going to come on, Philadelphia legend.
Nice.
Yeah, big voice out there. And other than that, it's just getting ready.
Let's
It's
go.
just getting ready.
888-957-9570. Pound those phone
Let me
lines.
start off with this question because I don't think that the two people talking to you two right now see this the same way.
No.
But who's under more pressure on Sunday?
I think it's the Eagles.
It's the Eagles.
It's the
Is
Eagles
it?
and specifically
I believe
Sirianni
Shanahan's
and-
playing with house money this
Yeah.
year. Brock Purdy's the 7th-round pick who was the last pick of the draft. You've won 12 straight. Philly, because they've been, quote-unquote, the best team all year.
And they have
With
the
bye
MVP
week.
candidate quarterback,
Right.
and they've got the home game.
And they've had 70
All that
stats
stuff,
this
yeah.
defense. They got the better lines,
Yeah.
the better secondary, the better wide receivers.
At home.
I'll tell you why I see it a little bit different than that.
And that's coming up
Okay.
on Willard and Dibs. That's a tease right there,
That's
people.
a tease, folks.
Okay?
Have a good weekend,
Townie would be
everybody.